Very good evening to all. Very good evening. My name is Imtiaz Qureshi, and today I'm the presenter of this event. First of all, I'll welcome to each and every guest for spending your time out of your busy schedule. Today we will be talking about immigration to UK, how you can immigrate with your family in the UK. Soon we will start after 5 minutes. We're expecting some more audience, more guests to be coming online. So give us 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, we'll start the presentation full-fledged. Thank you very much for your patience. Today we're going to cover the chapter UK Residency by Investment. Myself, Imtiaz Qureshi, and I'm going to explain you today how to immigrate UK residency. Today we're going to cover this chapter, the UK residency, in 4 chapters, 4 divisions. First chapter would be about introduction to WWICS and business immigration. Second, we will cover UK innovator visa. Third, we will cover sole representative visa, and the last we will take the question answer. So I request all my guests to note down the questions, whichever the slide we're going to take it. Whatever the questions we have at the end of the sessions in the 4th chapter, we will take your question and answer. But once again, thank you very much for all of you for spending your time on this webinar. So once again, welcome the guest on WWIC webinar. Let's start with the presentation. WWICS Citizenship, Residency and Business Immigration Program. Let us introduce me about the WWICS. WWICS stands for Worldwide Immigration Consultancy Services. Is one of the largest immigration groups established in 1993. We have almost 32 offices around the globe. Till now, we have more than 125,000 successful cases, which means almost 125,000 family has been resettled, relocated in different part of the world. We have a team of qualified professionals like practicing immigration lawyers, ICCRC members, financial advisor, and investment consultants. Our program is not only limited to the investment category, but we also cover the permanent residency under the skilled immigrations, skilled worker, work permit, family sponsorship, studies, etc. Currently, we have more than 800 employees working in our firms dedicatedly to serve our client in better. Apart from citizen and immigration services, WWICS has a diversified portfolio. WWICS is also into real estate, hospitality, sports, healthcare, and education sectors. We help you to choose the right program as per your profession and as per your family need. Let us understand what are the investment programs right now available globally. The investment, the immigration is divided into three parts. One is citizenship by investment, second is residency by investment, and third is business immigration. Let's cover the first topic, citizenship by investment. These programs allow an investor and his family to obtain a legal citizenship and a passport of a particular country by making a significant investment in that country. It could be in the terms of donations, that is economic growth fund, by real estate, or by capital investments such as bond and securities of the government. We assist you to choose the right citizenship based on your portfolio. Once you make the investment, you are obliged to take the citizenship. The second category is residency by investment. This program allows an investor and his family to obtain a residency permit by making a significant investment such as government bond, real estate, and business capital investment, also through contributing the economic growth of that country. Third and final category is business immigration, which is our today's chapter, UK investment by the business immigrations. This program allows the foreign entrepreneur or investor to obtain a residency permit for themselves and their family by making a significant investment in that particular country. This investment can be in startup, joint venture, or taking a stake in existing businesses by giving a commitment of job creations to contribute to economic growth. Very important questions, why a person should need to choose a business immigrations. The business immigration is a good choice to expand your current businesses or to settle with your family with the profitability businesses. Most of the program under this category demand minimum stays of 181 days in a year. Most of the programs come with an open work permit for the spouse. For example, if you're going for immigration, you become a main applicant. A spouse has an open work permit where she can allow to work anywhere in that country full time. She doesn't need to take any sponsorships. It doesn't need to change the visa status. Same visa, she can continue to work in anywhere in that country. Majority of the program provide you temporary residency visa, which is led to the permanent residency and the citizenship at the later stage. Business immigration program comes with a job creations. That is a minimum criteria to qualify that whatever the business you start in UK or in any other country as a business immigration, you have to give a certain job commitments to the local people, either PR holder or the citizen of that country. Most of the country offer you social benefits even during the temporary residency status. That's a big benefit. Now let us understand which other countries fall in which categories. These are the list of the countries where WWICS is totally focused and doing the work in this country. So first we will cover citizenship programs, which are the country comes under this program, which offers you direct citizenship through investment. From Europe and Asia, it is Cyprus, Malta, Moldova, Montenegro, and Turkey. The second is British Commonwealth countries, which are offering you direct citizenship, is starting from Commonwealth of Dominica, St. Kitts and Nevis, Grenada, St. Lucia, Antigua and Bermuda, and finally Vanuatu. Residency programs coming from North America, such as Canada, USA. Another from Europe country residency programs, we have UK, Portugal, Malta, Spain, Greece, Bulgaria, Cyprus. And through business immigration from the country of North America, we have USA and Canada, and other country, UK and Australia. So today we're going to cover UK from business immigration. What are the services we're going to provide you once you think about going for the immigration? So you need to understand very clearly that once you sign up with WWICS, what are the things we are going to provide you as a services which helps you to immigrate hassle-free to the UK. We help you to choose the right program on the basis of your eligibility and as per your budget. First of all, we do the internal due diligence. We check your eligibility. Once you qualify, then we proceed with the program. We also facilitate by the profitability business in the country of you choose. For example, if you're looking for buying existing business in a country, which is you want to have your investment to be parked in a safe and sound way, then we help you. We have a team of the people from the legal side which help you to identify a very good businesses in that particular country. We ensure your documents are prepared and submitted as per the guideline of the immigration authority. We ensure your cases is follow up regularly to avoid delay in your applications. We introduce to you to CAs, chartered accountants, banker, financial consultants, real estate broker, etc., which help to settle down in new country faster. We also provide you the critical informations on living, school education, housing, social benefits of the country for smooth settlement. We also assist you in the post-landing service in UK. It's not Canada, it's UK. Like applying for a PR card, your social insurance number, and driving license, etc. Why you need to choose us as a WWIC as your legal consultants? Since we listen to your need, we have a team of the professional peoples. We understand your family and business needs, short terms and long terms, and your goals, and then we advise you the better program. Our expertise after incentive strategies and development of the best investment options with our team of lawyers, financial consultants, real estate developer, we ensure the smooth process of your applications with the concerned authorities. WWIC is one of the largest immigration groups and having 32 offices globally. Our presence across serves you at your doorstep. So this was the first chapter, introduction about the business immigration and WWICS. Let's go to the second chapter. It's about United Kingdom Innovator Visa. Let us understand the geographical of United Kingdom. United Kingdom doesn't need any definitions. The world knows about UK. It is a part of the European. Now it has been removed from the European, but till December 2020, it will be a part. After that, the decision will come. Capital is London. The total area is 242,000 square kilometers. As per the December 2016, the total population is around 65 million. GDP is 2.61 trillion US dollar. Currency is Great Britain pound. 1 pound is equal to 1.36 US dollar. The official language is English. If you hold a passport of UK, then you can have a visa-free travel of 156 countries. The passport ranking is third. So these are the highlights of the benefits of the UK Innovator Visa. What the investor need to have with him, and what are the benefits he will get. First, you need to have at least minimum 50,000 fund to be invest in a startup business. That means it has to be a fresh business. You do not need if the fund is if the business has already been endorsed by earlier. What you will get once your application has been approved by the UK Home Office, you can apply. You will have a 3 years of visa, and before the end of the 3rd year, you can go for the n numbers of extensions. You have the chance to convert your entrepreneur visa after 3 years by fulfilling the conditions, and you can directly apply for ILR, that is indefinite leave to remain. Your fund can be from any other sources. You do not need to invest if you have a business and which is already be endorsed by a government entity, then you don't have to make any further investment. This is a very important point, the 7th one, that a team of innovator or team of the application, that means more than one people can join in one company. For example, 2 partners can start one business by the each contribution of 50,000. These are the eligibility criteria. These are the minimum eligibility which an investor need to have. First is investment. Minimum investment has to be 50,000 by each investor. If it is more than one investor, then each investor will contribute £50,000. Settlement fund. Settlement fund for the main investor, it is £645, and each dependent. If you're a family of two, then two people, that is 630 into 630, that is around £1260. As family bigger size, each dependent has to have £630 as a family support. The minimum commitment is giving 2 jobs. Education, degree holder, your age should be about 23 years of. English language, yes, you have to go for English language test, that is UK VI, and you have to score level B, that is a basic language. You should have a good health. Now in this application, who are going to covered in applications? The main applicant plus the partners and the children's below 18 years. If your child is in UK currently and having a studies, then over an 18, then yes, he can be a part of the applications. Let's have an overview. You can apply for innovator visa on this following things. First, you have to set up or run a business in UK. You cannot do anything apart from that. That means you cannot work over there in any other company. As a main applicant, you have to set up or run a business in UK. Second, you have to be outside the EU countries and Switzerland. Third, you have to meet all other eligibility criteria which we discussed, like £50,000, supports, IELTS, everything. Most important thing, your business or the business idea has to be endorsed by a approved body, which means when the application is forwarded to the UK Home Office, it has to go through the endorsement company, and the endorsement companies endorse your business ideas. How long it takes? Ideally, once we submit the case, in 3 months, the decision come out. Under this visa, what you can do, what you cannot do. You can start a business once, or you can do a several of business under this visa. You have to be totally focused on your own business for which you have been proposed as a business plan. You can be a director of that company, you can be a self-employed of a member of the same business, or you can be a partnership. Along with you, you can bring your family also. What you cannot do, as I earlier said, you cannot work in any other company apart from your own businesses. Means you cannot work outside your own businesses. If you're a doctor or if you're a dentist, you cannot do a training, you cannot practice. If you're a professional sportsman person, that means you cannot become a coach. Also, you cannot get a public fund. That means you cannot go to the public and raise a fund. Small highlights of who are the members as per the UK government. Your family member dependents comes with you when you come to UK on the same visa. The dependents, you, your spouse, the children less than 18 years will be the part of applications. If your children is born in UK and they are here on the innovator visa, you can apply also for the stay with them. Adult family member must provide the criminal record. If the children or the family above 16 years, they have to provide the police certificate from the country of birth, from the country of residence, and any country where they stayed for more than a year out in last 10 years, they need to provide a police certificate from that country. As we discussed, the main applicant, he need to show in his bank account £945 and his dependents £630. And this money has to be in his bank account from last 90 days, which means that from the last 90 days, that means from this, your closing balance of your account should not go below the family support form, depend upon the family size. So this was the eligibility criteria. Then we discuss about the program. Now let's go through the process schedule. How the process will take place for the innovator program and what are the costs involved. The first thing is that making a profile checkup with your applications. This is the sign up stage and due diligence stage, internal due diligence. So we require your in detail CV. In CV, you will mention more in detail about your education, your experience, your ID proof like passport copies and QATAR IDs, KYC form which we will fill up, an agreement you will sign up so that we can start your due diligence process, and you will pay $5,000 along with this process. We will run a background check with your initial assessment. If the assessment comes positive, then we will share with you due diligence report and with a list of documents which is required to make your business plan, your market research, and the endorsement bodies for your business plan. So at that point of time, you will make a $10,000 payment to start the second stage of UK innovator. Once we receive all the documents, we prepare your business plan. We do have a market research on your business plan, and we take this business plan and your market research report, and we go to endorsement body, and we discuss this about the endorsement body about your business plan. Once that has been approved, the file goes to your UK authority home office. The application is get submitted. At that point of time, you pay the final investment amount of 10,000. The file goes for the interview. You receive the call for the interview. You attend the interview. The approval will be received and visa is sent in. At the time of interview, you need to submit your family and your passport. Ideally, the visa sanction will take 3 weeks of time from the date of application has been submitted to the UK authority. Investment amount. Let us come back to the investment amount. As £50,000 minimum which we have to show, depend upon the business requirement. As per the medical, it is mandatory to give you to all the family members has to go through the tubercular test. Apart from this, the investment amount, the consultancy fees, what are the rest of the fees? One should be very clear. How much you pay for the investor visa depend upon the situation. That means where you're staying and from where you're applying. For example, you're staying outside the UK. Once your visa get approved, you pay 1,021 for yourself, and each dependent of your family will pay 1,021. Plus, you have to take a NHS, that is National Health System, which makes you and your family covered with all your medical problems before you immigrate to UK. That is £400 per person per year, and you have to take for 3 years. So, for example, the family of 4, so that means each person 1,200. That is 4 into 3, and 1,200 into 4. So that's come to around 4,800 you have to pay to get this NHS, and for the next 3 years, your health is covered. You can apply for your extension n numbers of time, and you need to pay £19.2 for your biometrics, fingerprints, and photo to be taken out in the consulate. Now, this is very important, which everybody would like to hear, that in innovator visa, once we are at the end of the 3 years, how to apply for settlement. Settlement means ILR, indefinite leave to remain, which is as good as we can talk about like permanent residency. It is about permanent residency. So in innovator visa, the government of UK has given 7 conditions. Out of that 7 conditions, minimum 2 has to be achieved to convert your visa into ILR. And this is the only one innovator visa which allows you to take the ILR benefit immediately after 3 years from the date you start your business or from the date you start your landing. So let's discuss about this. If the applicant is making a settlement application, the endorsement letter must confirm, that is your endorsement, the company who's endorsed your business, they need to confirm the following of the criteria. First thing is 50,000 has been invested in business and actively spent furtherly for the business plan. That means your business has been actively doing as per the business proposed and the application previously endorsement. So this means that have you invested 50,000 pounds in your businesses? Yes or no? If it is yes, you fulfill one criteria. One requirement is done. Second, you need to double your customers in the past 3 years, and the customer will be judged as per the base of your competitor who's having the same business in the UK. If your customer is more than your competitor and you have made 3 times of that, you qualify this criteria. Third is taking an intellectual properties. Very simple word, trademark, copyright, which comes more into IT field. If I'm an investor, I'm going on as a computer engineer, I make some software, some applications, and I got a copyright trademark of my applications from the UK government. That means I fulfill this criteria. Fourth, the business has to generate a minimum gross revenue of 1 million in the last full years. Fifth, £500,000 revenue, out of which 100,000 pounds is from the export, which is like you're exporting from the UK. You have export something, remittance is coming from the different countries. Under that condition, you fulfill one more criteria. Sixth, creating 10 jobs with any salaries. In your businesses, if you're giving 10 full-time jobs to the resident, like those who are holding PR, ILR, or a citizen of British, and you're giving 10 people jobs under your own business, you fulfill the criteria. Last, the businesses has given 5 full-time jobs for the residents with the average salary of £25,000 per year. So if you have 5 employees whose average salary is £25,000 per year, you fulfill this condition. So out of this list of 7 conditions, to convert your visa to ILR, minimum 2 conditions has to be achieved. Now let's start with the third chapter, which is sole representative visa, which is also called as overseas representative visa. Let's have a look. Let me make it in a very simple way for the sole representative. It is as good as that you're opening a branch in the UK. The visa allows the senior representative to travel to UK. That means a person, an employee of a company, can travel to UK in order to establish the company, in the formation of company, conducting the business, opening the office, and actively involved in the and acting as a sole representative of the said company. We, WWICS, will provide you the guidelines for the applicant to obtaining the overseas representative visa, and will manage every step of your application process from the first contact throughout to the grant of your visa as well as the extension. Now, who will qualify under this, and what is the eligibility criteria to going for the overseas or sole representative? The requirement from the company should be a genuine company, incorporated overseas. That means it has to be outside the UK, and the establishment should be minimum 1 year. That means any company which is 1 year older can apply for the overseas representative opening a branch in UK. One of the employee with company will dedicate the person for going for the businesses in UK. The budget will be allocated for the UK expansion should be realistic. As per our history, cases, and as per our experience, even in this, better to show £50,000 as a business expansion in UK subsidiary. When the visa is granted, the employee can come to work in the UK. Majority of the business should be always conducted outside the UK. Which employee qualified? Which is a very important question. A senior employee recruited by the company outside the UK. He or she, anyone from your company who has a reasonable time worked in your company will qualify. And reasonable time should be at least minimum 4 to 5 months in your company, and a very good designation, like a senior designation, can qualify. The person who's going for this sole representative visa, he or she should have the full information, full knowledge about the business. And the employee cannot be the owner or a manager who owns more than 35% stake. In certain cases, it is acceptable, but majority of time, less than 35 is a very clear cases. So what do you mean by the sole representative? Firstly, the individual in sole representative, two people should be get qualified by the UK. One is the person who's going for this program as the employee of the company, and the second is the company itself. Both has to be very much sound, and the business idea has to be very clear. The representative must have potential experience in setting up a branch of your company, as well as he should have a relevant experience in the same industry. The company must be able to show its ability to expand and grow within the UK. What type of a company should consider this option? The visa is favorable for the growing company, like we say small entrepreneur company, SME, small manufacturing entrepreneur company. These are the company which having a small size of business. They are most welcome to UK, which doesn't have any presence in UK before applying for a sole representative and looking to expand the business in UK market. Since there is no investment requirement, as a more flexible option for the entrepreneur to start with a very small, test the market of UK, and then he can have a full-fledged investment in UK market. So what are the benefits? Once you grant by the overseas representative, what are the benefits you're going to have? First thing, the main applicant and his family can join with him for the UK immigration. The applicant has to apply along with his application for the dependents to for the sole representative. Children over 18, they will have to pay, they will be in a separate application. And this above 18, they doesn't qualify. Family has to take NHS, same £400 per year per person. Wife will be having the full open work permit to work in UK. Children will be having a free education in British as like as they are the British citizen. The first visa will be granted for 3 years. After 3 years, there will be one extension of 2 years. Once you complete your 5 years stay in UK, United Kingdom, you can apply for permanent residency for ILR after 5 years of time. Let us understand the process, which is very similar to the innovator. Only the difference between innovator and sole, the endorsement body doesn't come in the picture. Rest all remain the same. First, we will check a profile. For that, we require the CV, ID proof, for example, passport copies, KYC forms, and our agreement to sign up, and you pay the $5,000 to open the file. Once you apply, we start with your due diligence. We check, are you eligible for UK immigration under the sole representative? Yes, then we go for with your initial documentations. We share with your due diligence report, and then we provide you the list of documents for requirement for the sole representative. Once this is done, we make a payment. Okay, we assign the file, document is created, business plan is created, market research report is created, and we submit to the UK authority. Once the application is ready, We share the business plan with you. When everything is comfortably done, the application submitted to UK. At that point of time, you make 10,000 payment. Once a file has been submitted, you receive the call for the interview. The interview is conducted. You submit your passport. The approval comes. Visa sanction. Same. It takes 3 weeks from the date of applications for UK from the UK authority. Investment amount totally depend upon the business requirement, but as I said, as per our experience, minimum £50,000 is required to show a sizable business going to do in UK. IELTS, yes, again UK VI 5 band is minimum. In terms of health, you have to submit tuberculosis test. Apart from this, the same fees for the UK, once your visa is granted, the applicant will be paying the government fees of 610, which is non-refundable. And as we discussed, health surcharge, that is £1,200, which is refundable. In case if your application doesn't go through it, then this NHS money is refundable. So that's all for the today program. The 2 chapter has been covered. So now we're going for the 4th chapter, which we will open for you to have a question and answer. So we are opening. Let's have a question one by one. Can we have the question from the guest list? Can we have the questions? For that, you need to unmute from your phone or from your laptop if you're connected from there, and then you can raise the questions. I suppose there's some technical problems. Just give me a second. Let me try to fix it up. Just give me a second. I'm just checking. There's some technical problem which we're trying to fix up. What I would suggest you, if you have any question, you can put in a chat box. I will take it from the chat box and I'll reply on your question. Now we have one question. If we start the process, it will be accepted due to the visa center being closed. Okay. So first of all, we need to understand the situations of because of COVID-19. Yes, the most of the visa centers and the attorney they are working with a very limited access. But yes, applications are going through. Only the reason is that the visa approval will come in the later stage, but your case will be approved, your plan will be approved. As per the traveling ban is removed, your visa will be granted. We have one more questions. There's one more question from Mr. Anup. He's asking that, can you tell me how much is your fees? It's totally depend upon the program, which program you're choosing. You're going for a sole representative or you're going for innovator. So innovator, it's totally depend upon the business plan and what size of a business you're going to do it. As for that, it's in a range. The one thing you need to understand, either you need to have a business ideas or you can allow us, our legal team, our set of a lawyer to understand your profile so that we can make a business plan for your immigrations. It works on both the side. Either you have a business plan or either you can give us the initial documents so we can make a business plan on behalf of you. And if you liked it, we will submit the same. So that is a different package and this is a different package. So entire package for innovator, the first program for chapter 2 start from 18,000 US dollar up to 25,000 US dollar. And for sole, same thing. It starts from $15,000 up to $25,000, depend upon the size of the business. We have one more question from Mr. Anup stating that business plan. So let me understand, you're talking about business plan. What do you mean by business plan? Then yes, business plan is totally about what you're going to do after landing to UK for the next 3 years. What type of a business you're going to do it over there? As the business is innovative, innovative, either it is something new which doesn't have in UK market, or it is there in the UK market, same business, but the process of doing by your company is totally different, not similar like the company which is doing in UK. So this is called as innovations. So the business plan cover all your financial about the company, the investment, the employments, profitability, if there is any loss incurring, how to cover the loss with the market research report. There's one more question from Mr. Hafiz Sharif. He's saying that if we start the process, we'll expect the delay due to the visa center being closed. As I told you, sir, Because of the COVID-19, the application is getting low around the world. That means the application, the previously before the COVID-19, there was a waiting period since the people were applying in a bulk. Since COVID-19 is there, the application has been reduced, right? And it's come down. This is the only reason why we are expecting once we submit your case, the most important thing is your approval. Once your approval has been received, after that it's all about the visa to be granted. So the moment the travel ban restriction removed, you can travel to UK. Okay, there's one more question from Mr. Hafiz. He's asking that, do you have any pre-approved business by the endorsement body to whom you can connect us and we can be a partner with that? Certainly, yes. My companies and my managements are working on that. Okay, we are trying to identify, we have received some list of the companies, but as a responsibility of WWICS, we are doing the due diligence on this company. Once we finalize the company, that yes, we had identified one company, two companies where you can be a part of the partners, what will be the size of investment, we will certainly share this detail with you. But till now, since endorsement bodies, we have the reports, we are doing our background checking on that company. Is it good for my client to go for the investment in that company? So let us give us some time. Once we finalize, we will come back to you. One more question from Mr. Sarif, that asking about for Australia program. Certainly, sir, the next section we will be having regarding the investment program for Australia. We will invite you for the same. There's one more question from Mr. Shiva stating that, do you have any program to get PR? Sir, as of now in UK, there is 3 program which is running. One is if you're talking about the UK PR, then we have innovator visa, we have sole representative, and one is the investment category, which start from $2 million or £2 million program. Apart from this, these are the list of the countries. Let me highlight you. Yes, so these are the countries like residency program. You can choose this: Canada, US, UK. For if you're talking about US, it's a green card program, EB5. Then UK, you have £2 million investment program. Portugal by property purchase, Malta by property government bond, Spain property purchase, Greece property purchase, Bulgaria by the government bond, and Cyprus by property purchase. So if you list out this country, you make an investment and you're getting a PR. I hope I'm clear for this. Now, one more question from Mr. Shakib is asking that, another question that for the innovator type, is getting a passport at any stage is possible? Absolutely yes. The answer is yes. You go for innovator, or you go for sole rep, or you go for any program investment categories like £2 million. The day you receive your ILR, that is PR, indefinite leave to remain, you stay 1 year on ILR out of 2 years. Let me clear, 1 year out of 2 years, you are eligible to apply for citizenship to take the passport of British. For example, if I'm going on a sole representative, so first 3 years I will be having my sole rep or overseas representative visa. I will go for an extension of 2 years. Once I complete my 5 years of visa and staying in UK, I will be eligible to apply for ILR. Once I receive ILR, indefinite leave to remain, under this ID, I have to stay inside the UK for 1 year out of 2 years. Then I become eligible to apply for a passport of UK. Hope I'm clear. Any further questions? If you have, please put on the chat box, question box. We will take another 2 questions more. We have one more question from Mr. Muhammad Sharif. He asking, give me the example of innovations, like how the innovator will work out. Okay, let us give the example of one case which our UK law has done from the family of from the case from the Indian family. A lady want to start a restaurant business. So restaurant business is very a business which is considered to be at a very low profile, and the success of this restaurant business become very much challenging for the immigrations. So as per that, my lawyer, when we discuss with the family, they says that we're going to serve a burger. So the burger is also again normal, but the burger would be with the fruit burgers. It will be not like an ordinary like chicken or mutton burger, but it will be a fruit burger, which is innovations. It's something different which is not there in UK. So this type of a business, and then henceforth the family got the visa, the business got approved. One more thing which I would like to highlight: when the business is proposed to the endorsement body, okay, there are the 5 entities approved by the UK government, and these are the endorsement bodies which look after your business plan. And your business plan is totally depend upon the endorsement body in a 3-way. If they like your business plan, your innovative ideas, they also become active and investment partners in your business. Point number 1. Point number 2, if it doesn't become a partner, then they might take some shares in your business so that they continue with your endorsement for the next 2 years, up to the 3 years of your business. Third thing, they may not charge you anything, they may not invest in your business, but they might charge you something as annual fees to maintain your business, because they see potential in your business. So they might be a part of your as a consultant for the next 3 years. One last question before we end the sessions. Can we have one last question? We have one question from Mr. Shahzad. Does UK offer residency by investment? As I told you, yes, sir. This is also a residency investment, but there is one program which is called Investor Immigrant Program, which starts from 200,000 pound. Sorry, 2 million pound. You have to divide this 2 million pound in different sectors as approved by the UK government. Some in real estate, some in government securities, and some in the fixed deposit. So 2 million deposit for the 5 years, you get the residency immigrant, and after 5 years you can apply for ILR. Any further questions? That's all for today. I would like to thank all my guests for being a part of the webinar, and thank you very much for the attending this webinar. I will be sending the same presentation to you on a website, on your email ID, along with the video recording of the same presentations, so that you can just have a recap. Over and above this, if you want to have more in detail about the program, yes, I'm open to have a meeting one-to-one in my office. You are most welcome. We can sit and discuss further, and we can take your case further. Thank you very much. Very good evening. Take care of yourself. Be happy and be healthy. Thank you very much.